Revelio.
No! Potato!
No. You will pay for your deed.
Accio. Confringo. Also. Levioso.
Stop right there.
You may want the pulsar.
Expulso! Expulso! Thought you could hide from me, did ya? Expulso! Expulso! Expulso!
Confringo. Capulso.
Expulso! Expulso!
Confringo.
Expulso!
Capulso.
Expulso! Ha! Stupendous! Expulso! 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 Expulso!
Capulso. Confringo.
Expulso! Flash of inspiration! This must not going to work for you. Expulso! That was very agile. Expulso!
Accio. Levioso.
Expulso!
Confringo.
Expulso! Expulso! If it's that cat again, I'll... That's not my fault.
Confringo. Capulso.
Expulso! Expulso!
Accio. Capulso. Confringo.
Expulso!
Accio. Confringo.
Might want to look up.
Levioso. Accio. Confringo. Capulso.
Quite conductive, aren't we?
Revelio. Revelio. That's it.
This is for Rookwood!
I'll make you whistle back at school.
Confringo. Capulso. Levioso.
You're going to regret that.
Accio. Confringo. Capulso. Levioso.
Had enough?
Levioso. Accio. Confringo. Capulso.
You've made a grave mistake. You can't hold out.
Levioso. Accio. Confringo. wonder if I'm safe to explore in there. I retrieved the helmet from the Ashwinders.
Well done. This is sure to impress Ranrock. The helmet shines even more brightly than I imagined. The etchings, the contour of the profile, remarkable.
It just looks like a helmet to me.
Ah, you're looking at what it is, rather than what it means. To most goblins, this is more than a mere helmet. You did the thieves a service by recovering it. I know many a goblin who would have killed for it.
Ah, then I'm glad to be rid of it myself.
Thank you. This should earn Ranrock's trust. I will take it to him immediately. It may distract him from his search.
His search?
It is merely an inkling. You have impressed me greatly, friend. I am glad that I trusted you. We shall speak soon. Best to keep our arrangement quiet for now. Many will not believe that our aims might possibly be aligned.
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts, and she hasn't been herself lately. I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Now that you've attended Beasts class, I've asked Deke to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard. Please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry. Could you meet me in the courtyard?
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Ironically, I didn't see ahead of time how bored I'd be in divination class.
knowledgeable.
What do we have here?
I hope those assignments were challenging.
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
I see good things. After all, the future's mine for the taking, and I shall take what I must.
The future is not etched in stone. It can be carved out by those with very strong wills, and you do seem to possess one. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your targets. You have it. Now. Practice the new spell on the training dummy.
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Incendio! Repulsor! Descendo!
Excellent. I think you have it.
Revelio. Aloha Mora. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Hello, Mr. Sammy.
What can I do for you?
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today? I hope to see you again sometime.
Revelio. Revelio. I know what that means. Merlin trial. Levioso. Accio. Depulso. Descendo. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Revelio. 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 Lumos. Repulsor. Accio. Revelio.
So, the hunt begins.
Accio. No! Descendo. Cabalso.
Confringo! No!
Accio. Descendo. Leviosa.
Am I supposed to be impressed?
Incendio.
You dare slay one of my own! You will fall!
Revelio.
Fled like a coward.
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Cut! You should never have come here. Confringo!
Confringo!
That's mine!
Depulso! Incendio! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Depulso!
Well, you'll have to do better than that.
Could it be a Merlin trial?
What?
Protego.
Accio!
My bite is my bone.
Depulso! Levioso! Descendo! Incendio!
Marvelous strike! You can't roll your way out of this!
Expelliarmus! Incendio! Depulso!
Protego!
Stop sticking around like a pennywit!
Depulso! Expelliarmus!
This one's
Incendio!
nice try! Reducto!
Accio!
Going to hurt
Descendo! Levioso! Depulso! Accio! Descendo! Levioso! Depulso!
Protego!
Accio! Levioso! Revelio! Aloha Mora. Revelio. Accio! Depulso! Levioso! Descendo! Confringo! Incendio! Revelio! Levioso! Accio! Depulso! Levioso! Descendo! Depulso! Revelio.
Levioso! Caporso! Levioso! Accio! Levioso! Revelio. Revelio.
How nice of you to stop by. Someone been taken out last me! I won't rest.
Accio! Levioso! Ascendo!
I will make you pay.
Incendio! You only have Revelio. Revelio.
Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
Revelio.
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
An intruder!
Hello, nice to meet you.
Welcome. I'm Bernard Indiai, and this is my shop. Is there anything I can help you with?
What do you have for sale?
What are we in the market for today? A pleasure doing business with you. Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
Now you should be able to travel to and from Feldcroft in an...
Revelio.
You made it.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and Ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Bring back the Anne I used to know. Come on, I'll take you to my uncle's. This way. Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are.
Revelio.
My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you...
Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
I'm sorry about earlier.
Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met on my first day at Hogwarts, in the Slytherin common room.
Oh, the common room. I adored teasing first years about spotting mermaids through the window. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft really if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home, it's not the cozy retreat it once was.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes, Sebastian's friend. I apologize on behalf of my nephew. He doesn't know when to stop. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better than the healers at St. Mungo's.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists' way.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he should do, not what he wants to do. He's no idea the harm he could do if he doesn't stop. I hope you'll remember what I've said. Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an insult. I'm the one trying to help her. He's simply given up.
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get her back. Come with me. I need to show you where it happened. Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. Only good wizard is a dead wizard in my book. This is where you...
Descendo!
Accio!
Descendo! Repulso!
There you are!
Accio! Levioso! Repulso! Descendo!
You fight about as well as a pumpkin!
Levioso!
Stop! I'm afraid of heights! I won't. No!
Accio! Repulso!
You've made your last mistake. You're like a glum bumble beneath my feet. You're making this too easy. One less human to worry about. You don't know who you're playing with. How childish. Rather unwise coming back this way. Let's get this over with. How nice. There you are. Seems your eyes is tall. Leviosa. I wanted it. Do you think this is funny?
Confringo! Expelliarmus! Repulso! Confringo!
No, that's embarrassing, isn't it?
Leviosa!
Put me down!
Leviosa!
Well, this doesn't hurt. Come on.
Leviosa!
I won't rest. No! I will make you pay.
Accio! Leviosa!
You've made your last mistake. Ooh, this shouldn't take long. But I'm better. Rather unwise coming back this way. Almost. Let's get this over.
Leviosa! Repulso!
There you are. Such arrogance. Don't do that again, I beg you. I could do this for hours.
Accio! Repulso! Accio! Leviosa! Descendo! Accio! Torso!
I won't rest. One less human to call that spell.
Levioso! Descendo!
You can't stop us. Let's get this.
Levioso!
I confess, that was a bit more than I bargained for.
Reparo!
I tried to warn you.
Revelio.
Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire, worried someone had been hurt. She came face to face with a horde of goblins, frantically trying to stamp out the flames. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at Billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that could lead me to whoever cursed Anne. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her, which could help me find a cure.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending a lot of time here, and it's likely they're hiding something.
And at Rookwood Castle. Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists. Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived here once, centuries ago. But that's all I've heard. It might be worth.
Revelio.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian! I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second.
Revelio.
Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor. Hundreds of years ago.
Who? What do you...
I found a pensive that day in the restricted section with a memory that showed this house. There was a little girl and a drought. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Revelio.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Why bother? Only one way to find out.
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can. But perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath.